Good day everyone, so today I bring you some pretty grave news, and that is that the SCP logo has been trademarked in Russia by a gentleman called Andrei Duksin. Now before we get into the ramifications and what's going to happen next, I want to explain the story behind this. So around 2014-2015, Andrei Duksin started a project called the Art SCP project. It was a simple art book based on SCP materials. When Andrei contacted the Russian SCP Wiki branch, they provided him with advice and publicity, with some enthusiasts making displays for festivals and exhibitions. On the 14th of June 2015, it was made clear to Andrei that he had to stick to the terms of the Creative Commons license, in place on the SCP website. For those unaware, the SCP community follows a Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike 3.0 unported open license. This license allows anyone and everyone to use these works as they see fit, as long as the terms of the license are adhered to and remain unchanged. For the most part of it, it looked to be an interesting and inciting project. The wiki staff took great interest in his work, and he assured them that the opinions of the users mattered to him, and he wanted to cooperate with the senior staff. In the summer of 2017, a major film-making company approached Andrei and offered him the opportunity to make an SCP film. Andrei then discussed with Russian wiki staff the opportunity for them to write up a uniform canon that the script for the film could be based off. Andrei became the middleman between the wiki staff and the filmmakers. He went on to propose that he would keep half the monetary rewards while giving the other half to the writers who were coming up with the canon storyline. There was a bit of back and forth when it came to the licensing. The SCP wiki writers wanted the content to be free on a legal basis so that it complies with the SCP licensing policy. The wiki team believed the filmmakers would ultimately scrap the SCP idea because this would mean the film company would not be able to profit from the film. However, they heard nothing from either the filmmakers or Andrei. Things went quiet, and that was the last they heard of it until the summer of 2018. In the summer of 2018, a shop called Geek Funko had been blocked from selling SCP merchandise by a mystery trademark holder. The SCP Wiki were informed by Geek Funko, and the Wiki began investigating. It turns out that Andrei Duksin had registered a trademark with the Russian Federal Service for Intellectual Property in the summer of 2017, 1 year earlier, giving him the full ownership of everything with an SCP logo on it, in the Eurasian countries of Kazakhstan, Russia, Belarus, Armenia, and Kyrgyzstan. His defense was that he had put a lot of money into promoting the SCP universe and doesn't want to lose the opportunity to get his investments back. He registered the trademark to fight the competition and to stop them from making profits without his permission and his share. He did this behind the SCP Wiki's back in order to gain the copyright of the SCP brand so the filmmakers and he could sell the film and claim royalties without the SCP Wiki having a say in how the license is used. But worse still, this fucking guy is now extorting and blackmailing SCP content creators in the areas his trademark license has jurisdiction. He is stealing a percentage of their revenue and profits because he owns the copyright, which he should not legally own. Someone made a video criticising his actions, and then Andrei went out of his way to slander them and accuse them of working with Geek Funko in an attempt to tarnish his reputation. However, he has fucked himself here, because he has copyrighted a Creative Commons product, which is extremely illegal to do. The entire SCP fandom is Creative Commons. This gives you the freedom to make and sell SCP branded stuff freely because it is Creative Commons. There is no copyright holder, and by extension, no one can trademark the SCP Foundation and sell it. So what happens now? The legal side of this is being handled by the Russian and English side of the SCP Wiki in a professional manner. All we can do as a community is get the word out. Don't follow or support any of his work and just grow stronger from this. As a community, we don't endorse or allow this kind of behaviour. The SCP community was built on allowing people the freedom to create works and videos and audio and art and merchandise without fears of having to give up your earnings to the boss who owns it all. It's not how it operates. It gives you the chance and the opportunity to write new SCPs and make your own SCP content. For example, I interpret the written words into drawings, Lord Bung makes amazing animations, Volgan makes incredible audio narrations, the Fallen Foundry make live action films, and we can all do this without fear that someone is going to come along and demand half our income just because they own the logo and the title. Now, this does not affect any other countries than those I specified earlier. However, that does not mean we should ignore this. The essence and purpose of the SCP Foundation is being dragged into the dirt and being manipulated into a corporate machine by this guy, and we can't stand for it. All creators in the jurisdiction of the trademark boundaries are being crippled at the moment, and Andre cannot be allowed to get away with this. I've linked a full statement below of the Russian SCP wiki statement as well as a Russian SCP creator who made a video on the situation. It's in Russian, but you can always turn on subtitles or just drop a simple comment letting them know that you are aware and support them and that the wiki is doing something about this. Thank you all for your time. Sorry, I know this was probably a bit of a negative video. There is an FAQ in the Russian statement, and Volgan has made a video on this as well if you want to go and check his video out. And fuck Andre.